Welcome to Pilates. My name is Katy. We're going to work our core today and our buttocks and our back. So let's get ready. Bring your feet hip width apart or just slightly narrower than that. Spread your toes out, lift the insteps up and slide the kneecaps up. Firm up your thighs, the bottom of your buttocks and the tummy. So draw it inwards. Can you feel your spine grow taller when you do that? Let's try it again. Release. Breathe in and breathe out. Tighten the tummy, draw it in so it's nice and flat and in line with the hips. Now lift your spine up tall. Can you feel the thighs firming up and your buttocks firming up the taller you lift? So when you slouch down, everything goes soft. When you draw up, everything firms up. So let's lift the shoulders to ears, draw the shoulder blades downwards. Okay, arms a little bit away from the sides of the body and tuck your chin in. And then lift the crown of the head up and you get this lovely sensation of a stretch in the back of your neck. So our spine should be lovely and tall, and this should be very good posture for you. So we need to try and just balance evenly. Now if you've got any tension in your neck and shoulders, just move your head from side to side 2 or 3 times, or just roll your shoulders, give them a shake till you feel a little bit looser, and then let's pause to breathe. Okay, the breath often starts at the top of the chest, so let's bring it to the rib cage, and in order to feel that, we'll place the hands on the ribs. Sides of the ribs is best because we want to make sure we're breathing out sideways. Can we feel the ribs go outwards? And breathe out, collapse the ribs down. So we often just breathe in the front. So we need to make sure that the breath is going right around the rib cage to strengthen the muscles. Let's do that again. In through the nose and out through the nose. Feel that lovely gentle collapsing down. Let's strengthen that up. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. That's our Pilates breath. Purse your lips as you breathe out. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Can you feel the difference between that and the first breath? Create a diamond, place it over your navel and place the fingers on the lower abdominals. Let's breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Draw that tummy in as you did at the beginning. Let's do that again. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. That's it, lovely. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now don't forget your Pilates breathing throughout Pilates today. Bring your hands down to the sides. Let's breathe in, reach up. Big stretch up to the ceiling. Can you feel that stretch around the ribs? And then I want you to dive forward so you're stretching down the back. Bend your knees, nice generous bend in the knees. Arms hang down loosely, chin to chest. Weight forward in the feet. Breathe into your back, just hang nice and loosely. You might find you're tight around the lower back. Just ease into this. Just gently bending down a little bit more. Just let your body relax into it. And let's breathe in, breathe out. Slide the hands up the legs. Beautiful. Lift shoulders to ears, roll them back and down. And let's breathe in. Lift the arms up, lift the fingers. Palms to ceiling, stretch up. Now firm up your thighs, your buttocks, your tummy, stretch up high, feel a stretch around the ribs and the arms, particularly the upper arms. Big breath in and then breathe out, lower the shoulders down, but don't bend your elbows. Breathe in, breathe out, bend to the side, don't move your hips to the side. Breathe in and breathe out, bend to the other side. Keep nice and strong through the legs. It's quite challenging. Breathe in, breathe out, bend to the right. Let's stay here. Gaze up to the ceiling if it helps you to open your chest rather than looking at the floor at this point. 3 breaths into the side of the body. Okay, let's float that right hand down to the side and let the left hand float down to the side and then straighten up your body. Let's breathe in, breathe out, skip the belly under and slide the hands up the legs. That's it. Lift the shoulders to ears, roll them back and downwards. Let's do that again on the other side. Breathe in, lift lift the arms, link the fingers, reach up to the ceiling, stretch as high as you can. Remember, firm thighs, tummy and buttocks. Big stretch up, and then breathe out. Lower the shoulder blades down. So we're working into the mid and lower traps. So make sure you draw down as much as you can. Okay, let's breathe in and breathe out. Let's go to the left this time. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to bend to the right. Nice big stretch. Keep the arms as straight as you can. Breathe in and breathe out. Bend over to the left. Gaze up to the ceiling. Let's take 3 breaths into the side of the ribs. Can you feel that stretching? It's quite strong, isn't it? And then let your left hand float down to the side, and then your right hand follows the outer edge of the leg. And then straighten up your body. Let the upper body hang loosely down. And this time we're just going to swing the arms side to side. You feel that nice stretch in the back. That's it, lovely. All right, let's breathe in, breathe out, scoop the belly under, just under the ribs, squeeze the buttocks, push the hips slightly forward so you get that nice stretch in the back. Lift the shoulders to ears, roll them back and down, and let's roll the shoulders again. Big shoulder roll, and try and make it as big as you can. All right, let's try 2 more. This is really good for your shoulders. And then I want you to do single arms, so one arm, then the other. Really try and make it a big movement. Beautiful, one more time each side, lovely. So let's place on our hands on our hips now. And we're just going to take our right leg out to the side, and I want you to draw your spine up tall. Put the weight in the left leg. Try not to have your weight halfway through between your legs. Just put the weight into the left leg and extend that right leg. Point through the toes, slide the kneecap up, firm thigh. So you should feel a nice stretch in that leg. All right, let's tighten up the tummy, nice and tall. Lift the leg up and tap down. Keep the weight in the left leg. Breathe in, breathe out. You can also breathe out and breathe in. If you breathe out, you can tighten your tummy. And you can feel the lower abdominals switching on there, and that will help the hips to work. The Pilates breath is a way that we connect with our body and make our muscles work just a little bit better. All right. Now we've got 2 more. Last one. Leave your leg lifted and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your arms out to the side. Lift the top of the chest up so you lift your spine up. Let's pause here for 3 breaths. We're going to change over legs. So rock to the right leg, weight in the right leg. Left leg lifts. Lift and lower. You can breathe in or out to lift. I prefer to breathe out. How are we going? Are we feeling that in the hip? Okay, let's lift the leg up and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your arms out to the side. Now we're going to stay in this position and we're going to rock side to side. So it's quite challenging to balance when you rock. So let's go. We're only going to the count of 3. All right, 1, 2, and 3. Stop here and pause. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, and pause. Now we're going to go a little faster. 1, 2, 3. Are you still okay? All right, 1, 2, 3. And let's go 2 more times. 2 and 3. Beautiful. Last one. 1, 2, and 3. Now, how did your balance go? Was it quite good? Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to walk to the side of our mat. So hopefully your hips got a little workout then too. So just feet comfortably apart. We're going down for a pike. So hands to the side. Breathe in, reach your arms up. And breathe out, hands to sides, chin to chest, scoop the belly under and slide your hands down your legs. chest to thighs, palms on the floor. Let's walk the hands forward, 3 prints. Now I want you to walk your heels up and down. And then lower your heels towards the floor, scoop the belly under the ribs a little, and see if you can slide the kneecaps up and firm up the thighs so we can get a nice stretch in the back of the legs. Push through the heels and hands, slide shoulders to hips, tighten up the tummy. Now you want those arms really stretched out as much as you can. Stretch them out, but slide the shoulder blades down. Make sure your back is flat. If you don't slide your shoulder blades down, you get this rounded back. So I want you to slide them down, really flatten them. Quite challenging at first, but gradually it gets easier. 3 big breaths. Now rock forward into plank. Slide shoulders to hips. Line your wrists up with your shoulders. Tighten up your tummy. Push through your heels so you can firm up your thighs and your kneecaps will lift. Lovely. Let's take 3 breaths. Now lower one knee down, and then let's lower the other knee down, and we'll take a little rest, take the weight off the wrists. So if you have sensitive wrists, this is a good opportunity to start rotating them around. Okay, now we're going to go into a tabletop position. We've got an alternate arm leg raise, so make sure your wrist is in line with your shoulder and your hip in line with your knee. Alright, so let's do alternate arms and legs. Breathe in, reach your arm and leg away. Stretch, tighten up the tummy. And breathe out. Now I want you to reach and hold. Breathe in. Pause, breathe out. Use your Pilates breath. Breathe in, reach. And breathe out. Okay, let's keep going. Don't rush. I would rather see you do longer stretches than very short ones. This is not a speed test. This is strengthening the back and the buttocks. Can you feel your buttocks squeeze? No back arching, please. Don't lift your leg too high. Hip height is quite enough. Okay, we've got 1 more to go. That's it, lovely. Okay, now we're going to we'll start with the left hand extending forward and the right leg back. And we're going to pulse our arm and leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place your hand down. Keep your shoulders heading towards hips. Now I don't want you to lean to the side. That's very common. And the way you know that is because you start bending your elbow. So I want both of your arms to stay straight. And then I want you to put the weight evenly between your hands, and then you're going to bring your leg out to the side, only about 10%. And then when you bring it back, you're going to squeeze the bottom inside of your buttocks. Breathe in. This is called a rudder. Breathe out, draw the leg in. Remember, weight evenly through the hands, tighten up the tummy. So when the leg goes out to the side, you're going to find it gets pretty heavy. So breathe in, leg to the side, and breathe out. You're not leaning, are you? Is your elbow bending? Don't let it bend. It's much more challenging with the arms straight and the weight evenly through those hands. All right, let's try 1 more. All right, we're going to bring the leg up and down. Lift and lower. I want you to squeeze the bottom of the buttocks. So if you're arching your back, you get this kind of look about you. Okay, and I don't want you to do that. It's not strengthening your buttocks. Squeeze. Keep the weight even through the hands. Squeeze. Can you feel the bottom of the buttocks squeezing? So it's not a very high lift at all. It's just a little one. All right, we're nearly there. Just stay with me. And we're almost done. We've got 2 to go. And 1, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then flex the foot. You can flex it or point, it doesn't matter. Now I want you to squeeze again and lower. Squeeze and lower. Nice straight arms, tighten the tummy. That's it. Can we feel that bottom working? Squeeze. Beautiful. We're not far off. 3, 2, 1. 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, And 1. Let's pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think you're going to need a little rest. Sit on your heels. Give your wrists a little rest. Now, if you are struggling with your wrists, you just go down to your elbows. So for both of those last 2 exercises, you can do them on your elbows. So let's lift up on our hands again. We're going to try that on the other side. Okay, so extend your right arm and left leg away. Tighten up the tummy, shoulders towards hips. Okay, let's pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your hand down. And this is where you can go down to elbows or you can stay on your hands. Okay, so tighten up the tummy now. Leg goes out to the side. Breathe in and then squeeze into the bottom inside of the buttocks when you bring your leg back in line with your hip. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, keep the arms straight. Weight between the hands. Don't lean. How we go? You've got 3 to go. And last one. And now we're going to lower the leg and squeeze the buttocks, lift it up. So we're not moving the torso, are we? Squeeze to lift. That's it. Keep going. We're going to really work firmly into the buttocks. Oh, that's it. My goodness. Almost there. 2 to go. And last pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's bend that knee. And here we go. Lift and lower. Remember, firm buttocks, tight tummy. That's it, beautiful. Weight evenly through the hands. It's easy to forget and lean to one side. 3 to go. 3, 2, and 1. Let's pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I think we need to rest down in a shell pose. Let's squeeze the buttocks, lower the elbows, and let's rotate the wrists. Let's make sure they're comfy. If you're on your elbows for the last 2 exercises, you would have found that quite comfortable. Okay, beautiful. Now we're going to lift up and take a seat. So we're going to do a little bit of tummy work now. So let's bring our hands behind our knees and get a little bit of a warm up in the tummy. So lifting up nice and tall through the spine. Drop your shoulder blades down, tummy in. Let's breathe in, breathe out. Take a little roll back. Now it's nice to remind ourselves of how to do this, because during the day, for most of the week, we're not doing these things. So we need to remind ourselves that when we do Pilates, it's very important to revert back to good posture. Some of you may have very good posture during the week. That's wonderful. Okay, let's bring the arms forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Chin to chest. Shoulders nice and soft, tummy nice and flat. Beautiful. Breathe in, lift up, and breathe out. Breathe in, lifting up nice and tall, and breathe out, rolling back. Beautiful. Let's try one more time, and this time we're going to go down really slowly, so stay with me. Tighten the tummy, shoulders soft, keep that tummy flat. Are you okay? Go back, 2, 3, and back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, one more time, back, don't put your back on the floor, and then roll down. How did you go? Whew. All right. Now walk your shoulder blades downwards, and we're going to bring our feet to the end position. Now this is a neutral spine because we've got a little arch in the back. Now we're going to flatten that arch a little bit and flatten our tummy. So we're breathing, create the diamond, place it over your navel, and breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, flatten the tummy. Okay, how did that go? Let's do it again. Breathe in through the nose, expand the belly out, and breathe out, flatten the tummy. And one more time. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and flatten the tummy down. And let's hold that nice flat tummy position. Okay, you can keep your hands on your tummy or you can put your hands to your side, whatever is most comfortable. All right, so we're going to start with some leg extensions. This is our level 1 position, so please come back to this position if you find the next level is a little bit too challenging. All right, so let's lift one knee up, breathe in, breathe out, extend the leg. Now I want you to point through your toe, slide your kneecap up and firm up your thigh and tighten your tummy down. Breathe in and breathe out. So when you stretch your leg out, you're putting a bit more load onto your tummy, so that strengthens up your tummy a bit more, but only if you can manage. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's do a few more of these. Breathe in and breathe out, extend the leg. Breathe in and out, lovely. Let's do it again. And we're connecting with our tummy when we're breathing. You feel it drawing down nice and firmly. Last one. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, lovely. Now we're going to do a bent knee fall out, so we can toe heel our feet a little bit closer, and then we're going to drop one knee outwards. So I don't want you dropping 2 knees out, okay? I want you to do 1 knee at a time. Okay, let's breathe in and breathe out. Squeeze into the buttocks, tighten the tummy. Breathe in, return the knee. Change legs, other side. Breathe in, breathe out. Tighten up the hip, tighten up the buttocks, tighten up the tummy. Breathe in, bring the knee back. Breathe out. Now I don't want you rolling your hips to the side. We only need to go halfway down. So just drop your knee out halfway. Focus on the squeeze of the buttocks and the tummy. And remember that Pilates is only small moves. We don't look for big moves because we're trying to focus on engaging muscles rather than going to the most extreme point of our range of motion. All right, let's do that one more time each side. Okay, beautiful. All right, let's try level 2. So we're going to lift one knee up, flatten the tummy down, then lift the other knee up. Now try not to have your toes or your legs lifted because that's not a start position. That's like an end position. So let's drop the shins down so they're a little bit heavier and make them parallel to the floor. And then we're going to move our knees forward and backwards just to find that point where we can keep our tummy firm. Now your knees should be lining up with your hips. You shouldn't have your knees past your hips. They need to line up with the hips or be slightly forward. That's often a little bit more comfortable for most people. So flatten the tummy down. As you get stronger, you'll be able to come to the position with the knees in line with the hips. Okay, have you walked your shoulder blades down and nodded your chin to chest? We're going to do the same leg extension except at level 2. Now let's breathe in, breathe out. Point through the toes, slide the kneecap up, firm the thigh up. Breathe in, tabletop. Breathe out. Beautiful. How are we going? Are we feeling every little bit of that? Now bring your leg to a 45-degree position if you find you can manage the tummy. Now don't lower your leg much further because you won't work your tummy quite so much. You will start working your hips. All right, we want to stay into the tummy, so just keep it 45 degrees. Almost there. Okay. And let's try one more. Now, if you feel you need a rest, bring your knees to chest. If you don't think you need a rest, just hold your knees at tabletop. It's quite a bit of work and you're still working your tummy quite a bit with those knees at tabletop. So don't move from tabletop if you think you're quite strong. Okay, so for those who have had a rest, come back to tabletop and we're going to do the bent knee fall out. Now we're going to breathe in, breathe out. One leg only drops out. Breathe in, lift it up, back to tabletop. Breathe out, other knee. That's it, beautiful. Let's keep going, alternating sides. Keep those hips even, don't roll them from side to side. They need to be anchored down.
let's do one more time each side. How's the tummy going? Nice and firm. No back discomfort, I hope. Now, if you're strong, you're not feeling uncomfortable at all at this stage, keep your knees here. Otherwise, give them a nice hug. Take a little rock from side to side and pause, because we're going to add on again. We're going to do both of those moves together. So leg extension, knee fall out, bent knee fall out. So this is quite challenging, and hopefully you're not too tired. Okay, knees, tabletop, flat tummy, shins parallel to floor. Here we go. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, back to tabletop. Breathe out, drop that knee out halfway to the side. Remember to drop your foot out as well. Okay, breathe in, breathe out, extend the other leg. Breathe in, now drop the whole leg out. Breathe out. Don't have your ankle in the body line. It's too easy. Breathe in, breathe out, extend the other leg. How are we going? Out to the side. Breathe in, tabletop. Breathe out, leg extension. Breathe in, tabletop. Breathe out, bent knee fall out. Are we feeling that yet? Breathe in, breathe out, extend the leg. Breathe in, tabletop. Breathe out, bent knee fall out. Keep stable. Breathe in, tabletop. Breathe out, extend the leg. Breathe in, tabletop, and we're going to finish off our last bent knee fall out. Whew. All right, let's get those knees, give those knees a nice big hug. Take a little rock from side to side, and you might even like to draw some circles. Oh, that's very good. And back around the other way. Lovely. Now let's place our feet down on the floor one at a time. We're going to work into our buttocks again. Okay, so to start off with, we're going to create a diamond with our thumb and index finger and place it on our navel. Walk the shoulder blades down one at a time and nod your chin towards your collarbones. Okay, so let's breathe into the belly, expand the belly out. Breathe out, navel to spine, flatten the navel down to the spine, stretch the lower back. Stretch it right out. You need good stretches in your lower back to loosen it up. The bottom of the buttocks should be firm. And let's release. Breathe in. Nice gentle back arch. Nice expanded belly. And breathe out. Navel to spine. Your back should be on the floor. Breathe in. Expand the belly. Breathe out. Now it's okay if you can't get your back on the floor. It does take a little bit of time to stretch. All right, hands to sides. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Squeeze the bottom of the buttocks. I know the thighs are working, but we want to squeeze the bottom inside of the buttocks. Okay, walk your shoulder blades down if they're not feeling comfortable and nod your chin to your chest. Coming into a wrap, so I want you to squeeze the bottom inside of the buttocks. Don't move your head towards me. Just listen to my voice. Squeeze the buttocks, lift the hips. Now bring the inside of the thighs a little closer together without dropping your buttocks. Can you feel that nice squeeze on the bottom inside of the buttocks? Now this makes your butt very strong. So let's continue. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's roll down. Now as you roll down, I want you to take your time. Stretch the lower back. It needs to be stretched. If we're doing a sitting job, we're going to feel a little bit of tension there and want to get that out. Okay, nice tight tummy and buttocks. Release your tummy, release your buttocks, gentle arch in your back. Okay, breathing into the belly. Breathe out, navel to spine, flatten the lower back. Squeezing into the bottom of the buttocks, peel the vertebrae off the floor. Okay, if we've got our shoulders in the right position, chin to chest. Inner thighs a little closer. All right, squeeze the buttocks, lift a bit higher. Okay, beautiful. How's that going? Are you feeling that? Ooh. I am. Big squeeze. Oh my goodness. Breathe in and breathe out. Roll down. And you'll start to appreciate the rolling down when your buttocks is working nice and hard. Okay, release the tummy, release the buttocks. Nice arch in the back. We're going to do it one more time. Breathe into the belly, breathe out. Navel to spine, flatten the lower back, squeeze the bottom of the buttocks and peel the vertebrae off the floor. Now, We should be in a comfy position. Walk your shoulder blades down if you need to, chin to chest, and let's squeeze the bottom of the buttocks. Lift the hips a bit higher. Don't let them sag and drop. All right, so thighs are firm, buttocks is firm inside, bottom of the buttocks. Now I want you to breathe in, breathe out. Try and bring your inner thighs as close as you can together without dropping your butt, okay? If you can't do that very much, well, just do as much as you can. But if you can get your knees fairly close, you're going to get a bigger squeeze in the bottom inside of the buttocks. So breathe in, knees in line with hips. Breathe out, squeeze and bring those thighs a little closer together. Breathe in to release and breathe out, squeeze. Are we feeling anything yet? Hopefully your butt will start to burn. Breathe in, release, and breathe out, squeeze. That's it, keep going, we're nearly there. Breathe in and breathe out, squeeze. Only 3 to go, don't drop the buttocks. Breathe in, breathe out, squeeze. Good work, 2 to go. Breathe in, release, breathe out, squeeze. Are the hips staying the same height? Don't move them, don't let them drop up and down. Okay, and 1 more squeeze. Beautiful, breathe in and breathe out. Goodness me, we do need a break after that. Stretch out the lower back. Now let's bring the knees to the chest one at a time and let's rock from side to side. Whew. Now that stretches your buttocks muscles and gives your tummy a rest. Not that I think your tummy would have been doing a lot, but your buttocks should have been. Okay, lovely. All right, so after we've had a nice stretch here, we're going to roll to our side and start to work into our hips. So let's just bring our arms into a T position to start off with. Lower your knees to the back of the room or to your side, to your left side, if you're in the same direction as I am. And breathe into the chest and just down the sides of the ribs, and you feel a nice stretch there. Ideally, shoulder blades are on the floor, and don't worry too much if your knees are on top of each other. You feel that nice twist in the spine. And let's take 1 more breath. All right, let's lift the knees up to the ceiling, and we're going to lower them down towards me, and then turn your head the opposite direction. Just focusing on breathing in your chest and the side of your ribs, and keeping your shoulder blades as much as you can on the floor. Let's take a few breaths here. Okay, lovely. Now let's stay on this side and just roll so you're facing me, and you can extend your arm if you want to, or just bend your elbow and rest your head on top. Now we're going to bring our top arm in line with the hip and lift the heels up. So we want to check that our heels are lined up with the hips. So don't line your heels up and then move your legs forward. That's not the idea. What you do is you drop them straight down. Okay, lift up through your side, so you might have to bring your shoulder a little bit closer to your hip so you can get that little bit of uplift or feeling of uplift. That makes your spine nice and straight. Top knee a little bit longer than the bottom knee, and bring your feet to a V. And then lift your ankles up if you want to, otherwise feet can remain on the floor. We've got a clam, so let's breathe in and breathe out. Now the idea is that you squeeze into the hip, so you tightening the tummy, breathe in, breathe out, tighten the tummy, squeeze into the hip. So we want to have it just around this hip area. Okay, breathe out. So you might work into both hips and buttocks when your ankles are lifted. So try and look for that. And mainly the top hip you should be using. All right, let's try 1 more. That's it, lovely. We're going to add a kick. Breathe in and breathe out. Kick, point. Slide the kneecap up, firm thigh, point that toe. Breathe in. Now flex your foot so your shin and calf get a little workout as well. Okay, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and stretch it out. Let's keep going. How are the hips going? They might need a rest shortly. That's it. Keep it at this speed. Try not to rush the movements. Pilates is not about rushing. It's finding the muscles that have not been working as well as they should. Okay, let's point. All right, this is our last one. And bring the knee down, lower your ankles down and take the top knee forward. Let's give that hip a little rest. All right, now we're going to extend our legs. Now, if you're feeling very balanced, extend both legs. If at any time you're wobbly throughout this movement, I want you to bend your bottom knee. And that will stabilize you immediately. All right, now we've got our side lifted and feet flexed. Now I want you to push through the inside of the thigh. So you're pushing down through your instep so your feet are flat like you're standing on the wall. All right, now lift your top leg up and you're going to bring it forward. Now you relax the foot downward, so you're not using your foot at all. Try not to use your leg muscles, but you are using your hip. Okay, so let's breathe in and breathe out. Lift. Breathe in and out. And you can do a little out breath when you lift. 2 to go. Now bring your leg a little further forward. This is going to make it more intense. If you can't manage, just bring your leg back. Breathe out. 3 to go. Are you still smiling? Keep stable, keep your top hip pointing at the ceiling, and last one, bend your knee. Oh, let's take a rest. Pat your hip. Great work. Okay, now we're going to work the inner thigh of the other leg. So just stay in this position, keep your side lifted, and now let's lift and lower the leg. So squeeze the inner thigh and the inside of the buttocks and lift your leg. Try not to curl your foot, keep it flat. So pushing through the instep. In this way, you're going to work your leg much better, your inner thigh particularly. When you curl your foot up, you lose the workout on the inner thigh. So no curling the sole of the foot to the ceiling. So nice flat foot. Have we got that? So tighten up the tummy, squeeze the inside of the thigh and the buttocks. Keep going. We've got 2 more. That's it. 1 more, and then let's draw circles. The best possible circle you can. They're not very good, but they are good. They're good for your hip and your muscles, but they aren't very good circles if you want to rate yourself. Okay, just do your best. And let's change the direction of the circle. Just make them as much as you can a circle. Anything a little bit similar is perfect. We're almost there. Oh, nearly there. 2. And last one. Whew. Okay, now we're going to bend the bottom knee and stack those legs again. Make sure your side is lifted. Now float the top leg up to hip height and then extend the leg. Now it should be hip height, all right? Now we don't lower our leg any lower than that. So we're going to kick forward, lift up, sweep the leg back. Can you feel a squeeze in your buttocks? Then drop down to hip height only, no lower. Then kick forward, up, back, and down. All right, this is a rectangle, so it's a long, slim one. That's it, beautiful. Kicking forward, tighten the tummy, lift, squeeze the buttocks, go back. And here we go. We've got 2 more, and then we are going to change direction. All right. Finish your last one, and we're going back the other direction. Down, sweep back, up, cross. There, how's that going? Are we breathing? Or have we forgotten about our breath? Breathe in, breathe out. And pick your own breathing pattern if you want to. We're almost there. Okay, we've got another 2 to go. Don't forget, tummy and buttocks. All right, let's take a little rest. Ooh, I
I think that hip is probably talking right now. Okay, we're finished with this side. So let's stack the knees, take the top hand, push yourself up, swing those legs around. So be careful how you get up and down. You don't want to strain any muscles, and being graceful is all part of your Pilates movements, of being able to move your body carefully and gracefully. So that means you'll be using your muscles properly. You just won't be dropping yourself on the floor. All right, so let's stack those knees and then take the top hand, line it up with the hip. Let's look where the heels are, and we're going to lower them down. Have we checked that our side is lifted and the top knee a little longer than the bottom knee? Feet in a V, keep them on the floor or lift them up. Starting with our clam, we're breathing in and breathe out. Squeeze into that hip. Put your hand there if it helps you find it. Breathe in and breathe out. Yes. Are you tightening your tummy when you lift your knee so you can get a good squeeze in the hip? Okay, we've got 2 to go. And then we're going to add on that kick out. Okay, let's breathe in and breathe out. Kick. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and kick, point the toes. Squeeze into the hip a little extra if you can. Ankles together, knee down. And don't forget to do the flex and point. Flex and point. That's it. So let's lift up. Flex, point, flex, and down we go. Okay. Kick. And we've got last one. And down we go. Top knee in front. Oh my goodness. Feeling that? That works nice and strongly into the hip. Okay, so now we're going to stack the knees again. I'm going to lift the top knee up, hip height. Extend the leg. Relax the foot. So you're not using the foot or the leg, and just the hip. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Lift, squeeze into the hip. We've got 3 to go. Can you feel that? Nice heavy leg. We don't want our leg to be lifting and lowering. We want the hip to do the work. Okay, are we ready to bring the leg forward a little more? That's just going to work harder. Breathe out to lift, in to lower. That puff breath will help you get through this. 3 to go. Last one, stay with me. Okay, bring the knee forward. Oh my goodness. There we go. Extend the bottom leg. Okay, so now keep that waist lifted. And if you're having your hand a little bit away from your body, just go on your fist. Make sure your fist is in line with your elbow and somewhere in line with your knee. And just have the elbow lifted rather than collapsing the arms down. In that way you can destabilize yourself a little bit. Okay, so let's press through the instep so we're standing nice and flat on the floor. And then we're going to lift and lower. No curling the feet, please. How are we going? Nice change from the hip work. Two to go. Okay, let's draw circles. Little squeeze into the buttocks as we lift. Can we feel that extra little squeeze to draw that circle? And remember, they're not perfect circles. They're something like a circle. Okay, 2 to go. And change direction. That's it. Beautiful. Don't curl your foot. Keep it flat. 3, 2, last one. Whew. All right, relax. Okay, now we're going to extend the bottom leg
Now, of course, you can always bend the bottom knee. Extend the bottom leg, extend the top leg, and flatten your feet down. So make sure they're nice and flat. Of course, anytime you want to bend the bottom knee, you can. Lift the top leg up. You can point the toe, and we're going to do our rectangle. So have your hand a little bit away from your body so it helps stabilise you. Okay, let's kick forward, up, squeeze the buttocks and down. Don't move your hips, they need to be in the same place. Squeeze and down. You feel that working into your tummy and into your buttocks when you bring your leg back, just as far as you can keep stable. You're not bringing it a really long way back, you're just bringing it back enough to squeeze into the buttocks. Now remember, we're not dropping our leg any lower than hip height, so you need to keep it that hip height. So you actually have to raise your leg up, not too big. We don't want to make it a giant rectangle. We're just looking for a long, skinny rectangle. All right, I think we've got 2 to go. Okay, and then let's go the opposite direction. Sweep back, up, forward, and down. So it changes how we use our muscles. It's a little bit different to go in the opposite direction. All right. Okay, got 2 to go. And last one. All right, let's bring that knee forward. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. And let's pat that hip. Okay, let's roll onto our back. I'm going to stretch our hips a little bit. So let's take the ankle on the knee, flex your foot, hand on the knee and push the knee away so your hips are nice and even. If you can manage, try level 2, hands behind the thigh, your lower back sits on the floor, both feet are flexed, chin is tucked in, shoulder blades are as flat as you can towards the floor and your spine is on the floor. So we want to keep that nice straight spine even in this stretch. So let's take 3 breaths. One more time. Okay, let's lower the foot down, try the other side. Let's place the ankle on the knee, same hand as knee, push it away, straighten up the hips. And then if you can, level 2. Now make sure both hips are sitting flat on the floor, so don't roll to one side. Can we feel that nice stretch around the buttocks and the other edge of the hip? Okay, lovely. And lower the foot down. All right, I think we've got a little bit of time to roll on our front and work a little bit into our back. Okay, so bring your arms to a stop sign position. So by that I mean hands out wide. Now don't have them squeezed up to the sides of your body. Have them wide, shoulders down, and see if the elbows are a little lower than the shoulder. Have them in that position, because when you lift your elbows up, your shoulders go up. So we want the shoulders to be downwards. So let's lay on our front, coming into that stop sign position. Tighten up the tummy, chin to chest, forehead down. Okay, the elbows nice and wide. So let's just slide the shoulder blades down the back and then release. Slide them down the back and release. Now I'm going to kneel, and so some of you who may not quite understand that, you might get the picture. So if I do this and then slide the shoulder blades down, then release, slide the shoulder blades down and in at the bottom and release. Can you see that movement in my back? It's not a huge movement, but it's a very important movement because we're working our mid to lower traps. So let's keep going. Slide the shoulder blades down and in as far as you can. release, then slide them down. Don't try and lift your shoulders to your ears, just relax. Then slide down. It's quite a bit of work. 2 more to go. Slide down and in, release, and last one. Downwards, inwards. Lovely. Now we're going to do a swan. So keep the tummy lifted. Relax your buttocks and legs. If you're inclined to squeeze your butt and use your legs, drop your heels outwards, and that should keep your buttocks soft. All right, so we're going to breathe in and breathe out, or you can breathe in to lift. And I just want you to find your mid-back muscles. Shoulders should be away from the ears, tummy lifted, and mid-back muscles working. And then breathe out as you lower down. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower. So this is quite a strong workout for your back. Okay, lovely. So it should be below your shoulder blades. Got 2 to go. Okay, and up. Now, next time we're lifting our arms up, lifting up, keep the shoulder blades away from the ears, and lower yourself down. Now, bring your elbows to the floor as well. Don't keep them lifted, because that will throw your shoulders forward. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out to lower. Is your mid-back working? Lift and lower. Let's keep going. Two to go. Now let's lift up, and then I want you to bring your arms down by your sides, reach your fingers to your toes so your torso lifts, and then rotate your palms up and down. I want your upper arms to move. Now you need to straighten your arms, no bent elbows. You can't get the upper arms working when your elbows are bent. So stretch your arms out, fingers down towards the toes, rotate. Start to rotate your palms. Now you should be rotating your upper arms as well, right from your fingertips to your upper arms. So we're working those triceps and those biceps quite strongly. Keep your tummy lifted and your buttocks and your thighs soft. Now we want to try and get that rotation of palms up, palms down, just as much as you can. Keep your arms stretched out. Don't let the elbows bend. We're almost there. Can we feel that in the back of our upper arms yet? All right, beautiful. Take your hands under your chest, lift up, and come into a shell pose. Knees together, sit on your heels. Stretch your arms forward if you can. Slide shoulders to hips and tighten up your tummy. Chin to chest. Breathe into your back. All right, let's lift our hands up. Good, beautiful. So let's do some stretches for our hips. Bring one leg out to the side. And I want you to just squeeze your buttocks, push your hips forward, come down on your hands and then to your elbows. Now you can have the instep on the floor or your foot down and drop your shoulder blades towards your hips. Tighten up your tummy and just drop your head down. Try not to sit on your heel. Get that inner thigh stretch by just putting the weight through your knee and not sitting backwards. All right, walk your hands back, and now we're going to rotate round. So pivot your back foot around. If you need padding under your knee, just fold a towel. All right, so you can have your toes up, hands on hips. Breathe in, nice tall spine. Breathe out, bend forward. You can also place your hands on the floor and just a little micro bend in the knee. Okay, and let's face the front again. And we're going to lift up our left hand and thread it under our right arm, temple down, and take the hand behind the back. So we've got a nice shoulder stretch here, and you can move your body the opposite direction to where you're looking, and you might find moving your hips that direction, you'll increase that shoulder stretch. Okay, beautiful. Let's lift up, and now we're taking the other leg out to the side, dropping down to our elbows, looking for that inner thigh stretch and making sure the shoulders head towards hips, tummy lifted, drop your head down. All right, let's lift up, pivot the back foot, take a stretch in the back of the leg. Now, nice tall spine, tummy in, lean forward. Try not to do the round back thing, because that means your shoulders have just gone up to your ears. So just bend forward, find that stretch in the back of the leg, that's all you're looking for. Hands can be on the floor if that's more comfortable for you. Take a few breaths here. All right, let's lower that knee down. And we're going to take the right hand out to the right side this time and reach under the left temple down. Take the other hand behind the head and move your hips away the opposite direction to where you're looking. Okay, beautiful. So let's tuck the toes under and lift up into a forward bend. Let the upper body hang down. We want to stretch the lower back out again. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Scoop the belly under, slide the hands up the legs, lift the shoulders up, roll them back and draw them downwards. And let's turn heel the feet a bit wider, and we're going to take a deep breath in to finish. So let's squat down, take a big breath, stretch the chest, stretch the arms, and breathe out. Thank you for joining me in Pilates today. My name is Katy Mair. Remember to subscribe and like my video. Lovely to see you. Come and join me again another time.